balance in our lives, even though my mother and my sister, who is somewhere over here, Jacqueline, we lived in Haiti. My father was very much a part of our lives. That was very important to me. So I was blessed to have three parents, my mother, my stepfather, and my father. I am going to skip a whole bunch of private stuff and just go straight to thanking my father's angels. As you know, my father was extremely healthy for about 79 years of his life, right? And in the last 7 years, he just became really ill. And I just want to thank the people who really made his life more comfortable and helped him live with dignity. My father's first angel would be my husband, Richard, who was running his business in the studio next door. And the very first time that my father fell ill and fainted, he fell in my husband's arms, who thought that my father had died, right? So my husband had the very difficult task of having to run his business and keep an eye on my father, even though my father didn't show a whole lot of gratitude. I think he still sort of felt it, without saying it. And Richard was a very big support to all of us, my husband. His other angel, Grayson Dancing, who loved my father enough, don't cry, to come in his spare time to help him archive all of my father. We'll go with that. To archive all of my father's work and keep it well organized. I thank you for that. Although it wasn't necessarily vocal about it, but he appreciated it. My father's other angel would have to be Michael Valentine, who was one of the people who worked really hard at later on in my father's life, or my father's career, to really gather his work and put together an amazing exhibit in the Forest Street Gallery, and basically the only one who published my father's book. And although my father didn't understand the sort of financial and business aspect of things, so he might have not been very vocally appreciative of it. But we all know how amazing Michael was for my father's career. Michael Valentine also had a very important part in my father's, the last month of my father's life. My husband suggested that I talk to Michael about about photography and business and all that. And after my conversation with Michael, he went his way, I went my way. Michael called me, and first I have to say that my father was not able to maintain the studio next door. And I had the difficult task to find a home, a nursing home for him. What he had promised me, one of the things he asked me to promise is not to put him in a nursing home. But I had to do it because he couldn't live with me because of insurance and his medical condition, and he couldn't live in the studio anymore. So I just felt depressed about it, but I had to find a nursing home. So after my conversation with Michael, he called me up half an hour after our meeting and said, you know what, my brother has an apartment in Brooklyn that's vacant, and maybe your dad can live there. And I was like, I'll take it. I'll do anything. So within 2 weeks, Michael redid the kitchen of his brother's apartment, and my father went from almost being in a nursing home to living his last days in a beautiful apartment in Brooklyn overlooking the city, and that was amazing. So for that, I will be always immensely grateful. Thank you so much. And finally, all of you contributed too much to my father's life, but